what you saw on the whiteboard behind me? Well then good, it did its job. Paid for education. That is something nobody else in this industry does. My company is on a hiring spree, and I'm here to staff 2,150 people. That's 43 offices in the Quad Cities, 50 people per office. Sales, management, full-time, part-time. There's no rented Lamborghini behind me. There's no $100 bills being thrown on the table.
People, they be, I don't know, the haters, so I gotta shut them up real quick. Yes, I made all this at home online. I don't have no job.
Like all the other Facebook ads that you've seen. I want to come to you as real as I possibly can from my living room. Hi, my name's Bryce Murphy. Let me show you 2 quick principles that only the richest 1% knows. That way I can put my money where my mouth is and show you that this is the opportunity for you. The rule of 72. The best rule that the richest 1% knows. This is something that every 5th grader should be taught. It's that easy to comprehend, and it's truly, if you understand this one principle, how you're going to take yourself to a whole new level financially. So, what the rule of 72 states is if you want to know how long it's going to take your money to double, you take the interest rates divided into 72. Any interest rate at all. So if I were to ask you right now, the United States as a whole has $14.4 trillion in checkings and savings accounts right now. Damn! If I were to ask you what your checkings or savings is paying, what would your answer probably be? 0.02, 0.03, 0.07? Basically your answer is 0.0 crap.
They're good at pooping.
So to teach you this principle, let's go ahead and say that they're paying 3%, which is absolutely incredible. I walked into a bank yesterday and they were advertising a 28-month CD at a 2% rate of return, as if that was God's gift to the world. What this rule says, if I were to give you $2,000 to put and invest anywhere, as like a retirement, 401k like you do at work right now, you never made another penny into the payment besides that original $2,000 investment. Let's say we've got a 25-year-old, since these numbers will obviously help spell things out for you. If this 25-year-old takes that $2,000 investment, what's the rule of 72 say? Divide 3% or 3 into 72, which means every 24 years your money doubles. So 24 years down the road, this 25-year-old has became 49, and his money doubles from 2,000 to 4,000. Then another 24 years old, when he's past the age of retirement, at 73 years old, his money's doubled again from 4,000 to 8,000. Now, I hate to break that to you, but that's not even enough to keep up with inflation as far as that rate of return goes. So what if I could show you that we're going to be able to help middle class income America be able to know that there are way better ways to invest their money? Right now, we've got companies that we work with that guarantee between 4 and 7%. And because the market's so good right now, they guarantee on that higher end of 6 and 7%. So let's say, just for nice, we're going to say that somebody is guaranteeing a 6% rate of return. Take the $14.4 trillion that's in checkings and savings account, have somebody like yourself comes along to teach this principle to consumers and show them that they can then take their money and do a 6% rate of return guaranteed investment. Your $2,000 that I gave you before, that same 25-year-old, what's that rule of 72 say? Take 6 into 72 and now your money doubles every 12 years. So when that 25-year-old is now 37, you've got 4,000 as opposed to before you had to be 49. Then when you've got another 12 years in the mix, there's your 8,000. Now most people, when they're asked this, they say, okay, you double the interest, that means you double the rate of return, so it's going to be 16,000 over here. That's not how compound interest works. By the time you're at that same 73 years of age, you're now at a total of $32,000 that you can have at retirement. That's 4 times the original number over here. Let me take it even further. I've got companies right now like Pioneer that survived the Great Depression, Invesco, companies like that that are currently paying a 12% return, and they're a diverse mutual fund to where it's not the high risk that we think it is. And this is where the Bill Gates of the world, the Donald Trumps of the world are making money. To put that in perspective for you, same $2,000 investment, same 25-year-old, what's the rule of 72 say? Take that 12 into 72, and now every 6 years your money doubles. So what starts off at 2, goes to 4, goes to 8, to where all the time by you're 73 years old, you've got $512,000 off of the same initial $2,000 investment. Why aren't we teaching the world this? Why doesn't middle income class America know anything about this? It's because the richest 1% doesn't want you to know their secrets. So if I were to ask you if you're going to pick A, B, or C, which is the one you think you'd pick? Not sold on obviously how this works yet, not sold that the bank doesn't want you to know this information. Let me take it one step further with you. If I were to ask you how a bank makes its money, what would your answer be? 90% of the people that I ask that question to is they say car loans, boat loans, mortgages, and loaning that money out. Well, here's a fun statistic for you. A bank can only loan out 1/3 of the assets that they have available. By federal law, they have to keep 66% in that vault. So what do they do with that other 66% of money? They take your $2,000 that they're paying that 0.02 or 0.0 crap of, and they're taking that money, investing it into the 12% market that you've been taught is high risk, way to lose your money quickly, not something you should ever dabble into. And they take your money, make 12% on it, and then after they've made their $512,000, they come back and pay you that 0.02%. Now tell me, which of these sounds more reasonable? And again, I'm sure you're going to pick option C. Like the principle I taught behind you, that's only one of 5 dozen things you'll learn when you say yes to this opportunity. Again, I'm responsible for hiring 2,150 people. That's no small task. That's a lot more people than any job posting on LinkedIn, Indeed.com, or anything like that can do, which is the whole reason why I wanted to create this video. If this opportunity is not for you, comment somebody below, tag them in the post. If they're looking for an opportunity, then by all means, we'd love to talk to them. If you just want somebody to know the concept that I shared with you today, it is one of the easiest ways to understand how money works. Share that. Again, paid for education, full-time benefits for part-time and full-time positions. I'm Bryce Murphy. I look forward to hearing from you.
I can't wait around forever, I got moves to make. Yeah. I just hope you understand, I hope that you relate.